What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, guys, I'm here to give some love and respect to a film that I grew up as a kid watching, that I watch to this day, and that is The Last Boy Scout. Now, you're thinking, why are we talking about The Last Boy Scout today? Well, yeah, I happened to watch it the other day, and it made me think of the greatest buddy cop films, and so I went online, I looked up several lists, and The Last Boy Scout was on there, but I felt it was very disrespected. It was typically towards the bottom of the list, which I think it should be a lot higher. And so before I talk about The Last Boy Scout, I figure I should go ahead and talk about the buddy cop genre. Like I said, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. It's a very formulaic setup for the movie. Typically, you have your two characters. One is I guess you would say, disciplined by the book kind of guy. And then the second one is your more laid back, reckless type of guy or girl, I guess, but most of the time it's guys. And they're usually paired again, like they're paired together reluctantly, like, I didn't pick you and I have to work with you kind of thing. So their relationship, it starts off in conflict. Usually a lot of the times they're not getting along, or this or that and the other, because of course opposites. But the relationship evolves typically throughout the film from conflict to camaraderie. Like, they come together. And typically that happens because the duo, in most of these films, they're investigating a crime. And then through their investigations, it's usually revealed that there is a grander conspiracy, or a grander villain. Like, they find out, there's bigger powers at be during this investigation. So, if you want to steal something from Bad Boys, shit just got real kind of stuff. So that's typically how that formula goes. And The Last Boy Scout, of course, stays with that formula. Just a little bit about the film. Don't really want to spoil it, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Like I said, you got Bruce Willis, who plays Joe Hollenbeck. Like I said, he plays a down and out private eye who's assigned to Jimmy, played by Damon Wayans' girlfriend. She's looking for a private eye. He gets the case, and his girlfriend is played by a young Halle Berry. And so basically what we find out is he thought it was just a simple, she was being stalked or this and that and the other. But like I said, in these cases, they find a grander conspiracy, and what it involves is she was at the time dating the owner of the NFL team, or well, it's not even NFL, but the pro team that Jimmy was playing on. And Jimmy was kicked out of the league for drug use. And so she was attempting to blackmail the owner. And, of course, it didn't go too well. Everything went south. And that's the connection that's how Jimmy and Joe get teamed up together, because Jimmy, of course, he's not in law enforcement. So like I said, it is still a buddy cop film, but technically in these buddy cop movies, that both the characters tend to be in law enforcement, but it still fits. Like I said, it still fits the formula. And so throughout the film, they're investigating. Like I said, they find the larger conspiracy. And all in all, this film is about redemption, though, if you think about it. Because, like I said, both these men, with Jimmy being disgraced from the league, and Joe, his backstory comes from the title of the film. The film is titled The Last Boy Scout. Well, Joe, before he became a private eye, was a Secret Service agent that actually took a bullet and saved the president. But what happened was, during a detail, he caught a senator abusing a woman. I'm sure it was a lady of the night, but he was abusing her. Instead of turning the other cheek and not paying attention, like just ignoring it, like the other Secret Service, Joe had to do something about it. And Joe goes in and ends up knocking out four of the, I think he said he knocked out four of his teeth or something. And of course, he lost his job for that, doing the right thing. And so that kind of started a tailspin in his life where, things with him and his wife, because Joe just checked out. And so things in their life fell apart. And so he wasn't necessarily the best dad in the world. And you see that throughout the film between his relationship with his daughter, Darian. Let me tell you, I remember watching this as a kid with my parents, particularly my mother. would get a kick out of the scene with Darren. I mean,
that's enough, Darian.
I'm sure other people's parents wouldn't put up with it, but me, I'm coming from a black household. There ain't no way in hell my parents will put up with me or my sisters using that kind of language and that disrespect. This channel and myself would not exist if I did any of the shit she did in that scene. But all that, like I said, all that stuff is from what happened to Joe and how early things fell apart for him. But like I said, this is all about redemption and this mission that he's on, and then him connecting with Jimmy. And Jimmy, this is a form for redemption from himself. Avenging Corey, that was played by Halle Berry, played his girlfriend, but and through his connection with Joe, like I said, at first it's kind of conflict, and they come together by the end of the film. But like I said, it's nonstop action. We got Tony Scott, rest in peace, the brother of Ridley Scott, and his fast pace, his editing, and the way he does action is amazing in this film. If you've seen one Tony Scott film, when it comes to action, he knows how to do the action. But just talk about a couple scenes in the movie. Like, for one, you definitely have the Monday Night Football. I won't say rip. I guess you could say rip off. It's Friday night on there, but they're trying to do the Monday Night Football thing. Also, the the scene with Billy Blanks, I believe is the Billy Blanks, the Tybo guy. He played a Billy Cole. And he gets a call from the villain, one of the villains in the film, Milo, that basically tells him he better start scoring some touchdowns, or he's dead. And we have the epic where this guy doing whatever it takes to win. This man pulls the blicky out and starts popping people on the football field. And, he ends up, putting one in his own Shirley Temple. But I remember watching that as a kid. And then I remember I was like 9 years old. I used to think wouldn't the football pass stop the bullets? I remember my dad was like, hell no, obviously not. But, when you're a kid, you just don't know. But like I said, Bruce Willis was funny as hell in this movie. Like, the scene, there's two scenes in there where basically their life is on, 2 or 3 scenes actually, where their life's on the line, and he's doing all these jokes and shit and getting them out of it. But like I said, this is definitely one of the better ones, and I think it's top 10. It should be top 10 for me. It's top 5, but to be rational, I would say top 10. But yeah, The Last Boy Scout, and like I said, and I think partially why I did this review was I saw the movie about 3 weeks ago, and then I was online, maybe was it yesterday or the day before, and I saw some, I mean, it's just so sad to see, but I saw Bruce Willis with a caretaker, because he has that dementia, and he was out on the beach. His worker took him out on the beach because at this point he doesn't even live at home with his family. He has to live in a care facility, a 24-hour care facility. And just being somebody who grew up watching Bruce Willis movies and just knowing the actor, I mean, I remember when I was probably 14 or 15, I remember my dad talking actors that he grew up watching as a kid, they were starting to pass away, and then now, me being an adult, someone that's in his 40s now, starting to see some of the they're getting old, and we're losing them. And then just to see Bruce Willis, in the state he's in, I mean, it feels like just yesterday I saw the movie Reds 2 that he was in, and now the state that he's in now, I mean, it's truly sad. And he was definitely one of the heroes that I grew up watching. I feel the best Die Hard movie is Die Hard with a Vengeance with him and Samuel L. Jackson. Now I know people want to fight me for that, but I feel that's the best one as far as that goes. But yeah, guys, like I said, I just want to take some time to give some respect and show some love to a film that I think doesn't get its proper respect. So I'm highly recommending you check it out. So with that being said, my good people, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Guys, like I always say, if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes, or the whole damn video, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view my content. If you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe, smash the like, get in the comments. Tell me, what are your top, we'll say top 5. What are your top 5 buddy cop films from that genre? You know, movies like The Other Guys, Tango and Cash, Rush Hour. There's a lot of them. I mean, you could even go the TV route. Well, I guess you could go the TV route. I mean, Stabler and Benson. You got Mike Lowry, you got and Marcus Burnett. I mean, there's so many out there. So please get in the comments and tell me, who is your favorite, we'll say top 5. Who are your top 5 police duos in the buddy cop genre? So with that being said, everybody, it's your boy P signing off. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.